What's up, everybody? WiseGuyBets here with some DFS picks for tonight, 12/1/2021. We got 9 games on the slate, DraftKings main slate tonight. So let's get right into it. What I do is I give you 5 picks, 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center. And these are players that I want to 5x, 6x, or maybe even 7x their salary. A great example of 7x is Alec Burks from last night, where he's set, over 7x his salary against the Knicks. Against Brooklyn. So it does happen, and these are players I want to identify. These are players I feel we can put into our lineups to build great lineups. So first game I'm looking at is the at point guard. First game I'm looking at is Minnesota versus Washington. It's going to be Spencer Dinwiddie for $6,000. Spencer had 56, 19, and 34 fantasy points against Minnesota in his last 3 against Minnesota. Minnesota is 28th versus the point guard position. They do not defend that position very well. Let's look at Spencer's last 3. His last 3 has been 30, 18, 33. He's getting around 30 minutes per game. I think with the matchup, the advantage he has, he exceeds his projection of 36. I like him tonight. He's probably one of the best value plays of the night on the slate. Let's look at the shooting guard position. We're going to go to the Atlanta versus Indiana game. It's going to be Karis LeVert for $5,400. His last 3 has been 19, 27, 30. Also, he's averaging right around 30 minutes a game. You see he's on the high end some games with 34 minutes and low end around 27 minutes. So if he gets his minutes, I think he does his thing. He has a projection of 35 on a salary of $5,400. His last game against Atlanta, he had 63 fantasy points. Atlanta is 15th versus the shooting guard position. I like LeVert in this position tonight. Let's go to the small forward position, and we're going to look at Chris Middleton for Milwaukee. Charlotte is at Milwaukee. Middleton is 7,400 on DraftKings. His last 3 games, it's been 30, 34, 31. Again, he averages around 30 minutes a game. Also, his last 3 against Charlotte has been 36, 29, 32. His projection on that is 39. I think he gets there. If he reaches the projection, we're good. He could go off tonight in this game against a Charlotte team that doesn't play very good defense at all. So Chris Middleton is my selection at the small forward position tonight. Let's go to the power forward, and we're going to look at Nasre, Minnesota at Washington. He's 3,400 on DraftKings. Washington is 23rd against the power forward position. His last 2 against Washington has been 26 and 32. Let's look at his last 3 overall. His last 3 overall, he's at 19, 19, and 18. He's averaging around between 15 and 23 minutes per game. The over-under in this game is 215. Both of these teams should get up and down the floor. His projection on the night is 18. I think he reaches that easily on that salary at 3,400. I'm hoping more around 25 out of him. If we get 25 out of him, he's definitely a lower price player we can put in our lineup and definitely build around. Let's look at the center position. And at center, I'm looking at Willy Hernangomez for New Orleans. He's 4,200 on DraftKings. Dallas is 29th versus center position. The over-under in this game is 215. His last 3 against Dallas has been 32, 16, 26. Let's look at his history here. Let's look at his last 5 games. He's had 16, 22, 30, 37, 35. So obviously, I'm hoping he gives us a production like he gave us in the Minnesota game, which I can see this Dallas game being very similar to. So his projection is 25 on a salary of 4,200, which I will take that. But I think he can possibly get more than that. I think he can give us around 30 fantasy points this game. So those are my picks. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Let's do a little brief recap here. We're looking at Spencer Dinwiddie for Washington, Karis LeVert for Indiana, Chris Middleton for Milwaukee, Nasre for Minnesota, and Hernangomez for New Orleans Pelicans. These are all players I think can 5x their salary at least, possibly more. As again, I suggest you do not use all these players in your lineup. Take one or two, and build lineups around these value players. It can really help out and make the difference between building a good lineup and a great lineup. So, hey, that's all I have for today. Until the next video, peace.